Don't ruin it.
Necronomicon is coming.
So this video is going to be on the concept of keeping silent. Now, for those of you that have done a little bit metaphysical research, there are the four ideas of to know, to will, to dare, and to keep silent. And for some reason, I felt like doing to keep silent first. It's kind of one of the most interesting aspects of magic is to keep silent. And what that really means, it kind of goes along with acting in accord, which is part of probably why my brain thought of it. And it's been a wicked long day, but for some reason I had enough motivation to make this video, so here we go. So the concept of keeping silent has to do with what you do after a spell or after a ritual, a ceremony, a prayer, what have you. The idea is that anything that you have to be careful when you are working with, after you work with magic, about what you do in the aftermath. Yeah, deja vu. Because different things that you do can add energy to the spell work that you did. It can align you more in the flow of where you want to go, and what you wanted that spell to bring you or to manifest for you. And there are things that can shut the energy down, kind of, or stray the energy away, not have it so focused so it doesn't get there. It's not like, hey, I did a spell for money with Ziku from the Necronomicon spellbook, and tomorrow I'm going to wake up, I'm going to find a lottery ticket under my pillow, I'm going to scratch it off, and I'm going to win $1 million. No, doesn't work that way. Things don't happen instantaneously. That's one of the most annoying things that I think that people think about magic, and it's probably one of the reasons why people think that it's not real, is because the only thing that they think of is magic with just a C, which is the stage magic, where, ooh, doves flew out of a hat. Anyway, I'm getting off topic here. So to keep silent, after you do a spell, after you do some kind of magical work, you, in a way, forget about it. You don't think it over. You don't think about having to redo it, or you're wondering when your result is going to manifest. The idea is that you just have to know it, and the universe itself will take care of the rest. If you start to worry about the spell that you did yesterday, about whether or not it's going to be effective for you when you go and do whatever, I'm not thinking of specifics at this point, but when you worry about that spoils the energy out and it doesn't keep it focused. If you were to do a spell to get something, and then when you're hanging out with some pagan friends or just friends in general, and you start telling them about the spell work that you did, that can also take energy away from it, because they would ask questions. You might get some people that are doubting you, and it just basically bringing it up. That's the energy inside of you going out through that conversation, so it cannot focus on where it's bringing you. If you think about this from not a medical perspective, but a psychological perspective, it's about focus. The more that you kind of bring something out and you ponder something, the more ambiguous, the bigger, the more possibilities that can generate. If you make a decision on something and that's it, you're going to do it, or you do a spell on something and that's it, you're going to get what you want, then you forget about it, because then it sinks into your subconscious, and basically your motives and your attentions and things guide you to, or guide you away from, depending on the point or the meaning of the spell that you did or the work that you did. And so you eventually will get what you want, get where you want to go, acquire what you want, because your subconscious, in a way, is helping you to notice the things and the opportunities and the factors to help bring that thing to you. So, any other aspects on keeping silent? I mean, you might be asking, hey, can I write about it in my journal? What I would say is, in terms of keeping a book of shadows or a magical diary, which I will have to make a video on now that I think about it, I would write it simple, and what you did, what your intention was, and how you did it, and don't go too far into it, because once again, you don't want to have all these stray thoughts asking questions and different things, because that's that's unfocusing yourself. That's unfocusing the energy, and it's unfocusing both your subconscious and conscious, actually. So to keep silent also goes along with my previous video, which was believing in yourself and trusting that what you did will bring it to you. Because if you trust it, you know you're going to get it. It's not like you're going to worry about it. It's not like you're going to think about it, right? So after you do a spell, shush. Good hunting.